Hello, welcome back. I hope you're all doing really well. It feels like constantly at the moment I'm changing my bed. I'm currently going through my menopause and the night sweats are real. So I've just really not been feeling myself, really out of sorts recently. But I'm trying to do it the natural way really, and I've started to take some red clover, which is really helped. I've only been taking it for the last couple of weeks and I have noticed small changes, which is really good. I do apologise for my inconsistency with my videos. I know loads of you are really loving them and I appreciate all your lovely comments. Honestly, it makes me so smiley. So thank you so much for your continued support and your lovely comments. Honestly, it doesn't go unnoticed, so thank you. So I always use pillow protectors on my pillows because I am a massive dribble chops. To be honest, as a family, we all are really, so I do put them in everyone's rooms. I'm currently putting on the lovely Rachel Ashwell's bedding. She is the shabby chic goddess, and I do love a little bit of Rachel Ashwell in the home. Her bed linen is so pretty, and I just love mixing it with some vintage sheets and bedding that I've collected over the years. I think they just pair so lovely. I am a bit of a hoarder for bedding. I do love collecting vintage quilts and sheets and pillowcases. Still collecting dahlias from the garden. They've done so well this year, although they did take a battering over the last couple of days with all the rain we've had, but still hanging on in there. Otto and Arlo just patiently waiting with their little ball as if to say, "Come on, mummy, it's time for a walk." How can I resist those little faces? this beautiful cafe right on the beach. Be rude not to stop and have a really filthy hot chocolate. I went for the spooktacular Halloween, all singing, all dancing hot chocolate. It was so lovely. Naughty but nice. So after our lovely walk, we headed home and I just cracked on. I'd put my loose chair covers all in the wash and got them washed and dried so I could put them back on all nice and fresh, ready for the winter. Then I just chuck some really big throws over just to stop any kind of doggy, muddy paws that get on them. Otto is always helping, never too far away. I think Otto approves of the nice clean chairs. This is my lovely sourdough starter. I'm going to make some nice bread. I can always leave the recipe in the comments below if anyone's interested in making their own. I've loved making my own bread, and I feel like once you've done it, when you buy shop bought, it's never the same. There's always something special about making your own. So after an hour, I just fold it 4 times, and I do that every 20 minutes. And then I leave it for 6 to 8 hours on the side before I bake it in the oven. So after making my lovely sourdough, I headed to my little local farm shop to grab some nice fresh tomatoes because I'm going to make some homemade tomato soup. I just love the colour of all this produce this time of year. It's so lovely. I feel like I just get a bit like a little magpie. I just want to touch all the colours and touch everything. It's just lovely. I'm like a kid in a sweet shop in a fruit shop.
Yeah, is that yours? No. Yours? That's mine's a black one. Oh, no.
Look at the colour of those tomatoes. So this is such a simple recipe. Just basil, onion, tomatoes, garlic, some good stock, and some nice creme fraiche. So I start by just slicing all these gorgeous tomatoes, and I just put them in a roasting dish. I add the garlic, the onion, and then I season with some lovely salt, pepper, and then lots of olive oil. And then I just pop it in the oven for about half an hour on about 180, and stir it about 15 minutes in, just so that all gets coated all in, and just making sure it's all getting nice and cooked. If you would like this recipe, I can leave it in the comments for you. I also add some herb de Provence. I just think it gives it a nice little flavour. Now to make some vegetable stock. I normally make around 950 millilitres of stock to add to my soup. At around about 15 minutes in, I normally just open up the oven and just give it all a good stir, just to make sure that it's all getting coated evenly and cooking evenly, and all those flavours are all kind of just mixing in. It smells heavenly, honestly. Such a lovely smell. So after about half an hour, I take it out the oven and get it into a real good pan with a lid, preferably if you've got one. And I just scoop all the contents into the pan. Then I add my chicken or vegetable stock, whichever you prefer. I've used vegetable on this one. And then I add about half a jar of passata. I didn't have tin tomatoes, but you can just use chopped tin tomatoes if you've got any. And then some lovely fresh basil. This is key. I feel like adding the fresh basil, just honestly, don't scrimp on it. It makes it taste insane. After about half an hour of it simmering away, give it a little check, give it a little stir, and then if it's ready, just take your blender, mixer, whatever you've got, and just blend it all in. And then I'm slicing my homemade sourdough. If you don't obviously bake your own sourdough, then you can just go and buy some. I think sourdough works really well because it's quite dense and it gives it a really good flavour with the tomato. It absorbs. It's lovely. And then I just serve my soup with a nice dollop of creme fraiche and a little basil leaf on top, and just lashings of butter. Oh, my mouth is watering. It was so good, I'm not gonna lie. Give it a try. Let me know in the comments if you've tried it or would like the recipe, and I'll stick it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you're loving my videos, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop me a comment. I'll leave you with my little gardeners. I'll see you next time. Much love to you all.